Hey y'all! We are going to do a Colors de Carol live today. Very, very excited for this. Also, look at how cute this envelope is. I keep trying to cover this up, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just my note to know when it's due, who it is, and how much is in here. It just helps with my ADD. But how adorable is this package? We've got little cherries and hearts and flowers on it. Super cute. I always love her fun themed envelopes. Hello, Laura. Let's send this to our broadcasting group. If you'd like to join that group, let me know. I'll get you added in there. It is just a group where I post that I will be doing a live that day. Since Instagram's not always great about notifying people of stories or when I do post or when I do go live and all that jazz. You guys know the thing. So if you want to join, just let me know. This was sent to me by Colors de Carol to show off to y'all. Get that out of the way for YouTube purposes. If you didn't know, I do have a YouTube channel. I repost all of my lives from here over there. It makes it a little bit easier if you catch replays. You can subscribe if you'd like to. There's absolutely no pressure, but it will give you notifications over there when I've actually posted a live. It's just, again, easier. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Carolina. Welcome in, Rebecca. Lots of people tonight. I'm very excited. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on here. It was, last Friday, I believe. We did a live right before crazy busy weekend. And then we kind of had a busy week too. So, that's why this one is just now getting done. But we actually spent the day, no judgments. We spent the day taking down our Christmas decorations today. Life's been so busy. We actually didn't get our tree up until like 4 days before Christmas. And then we didn't finish decorating until like Christmas Eve. So we were like, well, if we keep it up for January, then we get to enjoy it longer. And then, February came and then like I had a cold and then we were just so busy. And then I got another cold last week. And it just didn't happen. So today we finally, what is it? February 12th, we finally took down our Christmas decorations. So, we got there. And now the house feels super empty because I have been in my, I don't want anything mode since we moved. We had so much stuff. So I was like, I don't want decorations. I don't want tchotchkes, no picture. I didn't want to deal with anything. And now that all the Christmas decor is gone, the house literally echoes. And it's very noticeable that we have a lack of things. So I might start to unpack that. I have, besides my polish, which is almost unpacked. Technically it is unpacked. But because I'm purging through it, it got put back into colored boxes. I have 4 more Hellner drawers to go through and then it goes back up on the wall. We're getting there. But besides my polish, I have 4 or 5 decor boxes still packed because again, I didn't want to deal with it, but we're almost there. It's been a year, but we're almost there. Crystal says, I've left Halloween up since 2024, but see, Halloween is a vibe. I very much feel like a lot of Halloween decor just fits year-round vibes, where my Christmas tree was still up and actively on every day. Actually, last night it was on while we were watching TV and I was like, I'm kind of gonna miss that. But yes, we did finally get that stuff down today. So, we also organized our garage a little bit to get stuff put away easier. We had a scaffolding set up that we put our Jeep roof on, but now that the new Jeep roof is a one-touch, we don't need that assembled all the time. So we deassembled that, which gave us a little bit more room to move around and stuff. So it's been a day. It's been a day of organizing. I also was working in the basement on shop stuff. So it's been a productive day, which has been great. So we're going to continue being productive and we're going to look at some beautiful, beautiful polishes from Colors de Carol. In this package are 3 collections, 3 different eras. I don't know what we're going to call these. So we have a St. Patrick's Day trio. We have a anniversary trio. It is their 13th year. So it is called Chapter 13. And then we also have a special polish for Chinese New Year. So that's going to be in here. Everything I'm showing you tonight. Hello, Tiana. Laura says, yay. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get my polish done. And I wanted it to already be done, but I'm trying not to put so much pressure on getting it done either. But if y'all could see, I don't even know if I can show you right now. This is the state of my office. You can't even see what's behind me. So this is PR that I've kept. And then these are all my polishes being unpacked, but they're okay, well, that's an empty box. It just got moved out of my way. But this is browns and then that's multi-chromes. There's 2 boxes of blues. Behind me is 2 boxes of greens. 2 boxes of purples, a pink. So like they're divided by color. And after I finish, there's a Helmer there. See, you guys can see my mess office. That still has 4 drawers I have to go through as far as like keep, not keep. And then these have to get divided by color boxes. And then we go back on the wall. So I'm getting there. I am getting there. But it's a process. So we are working on it. Hello, Tiana. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, Becky. Okay. Into the polishes. I know that's really what y'all are here for, but we chat. It wouldn't be a Chelsea Live if we didn't chat. Hello, Maria. Welcome. Are you cooking dinner, Crystal? What is for dinner? Hello, Shamrock and Ann. We have St. Patrick's Day trio tonight, so it fits the Shamrock vibes. So hopefully you're into that. Hello, Lacquer Me Up. What is our government name? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Instagram said no, we're not going to tell you. So welcome in. If you would like me to call you by anything besides your handle, please let me know. We're going to get into these. I'm very excited. Like I said, we have the St. Patrick's Day trio. Oh, I got distracted, didn't I? St. Patrick's Day trio, the Chinese New Year polish, and the Chapter 13 anniversary trio. Everything tonight comes out February 16th. I believe 9 a.m. Eastern. Pretty sure that's Colors to Carol's general time. But yes, everything comes out February 16th, which is that next Monday? Yes, next Monday. Crystal says, yes, turkey burgers and fries tonight. Ooh, that sounds yummy. We will have whatever Kevin comes upstairs and cooks. We actually have a HelloFresh meal left from last week, and then all of them that have come on Monday. So it is Thursday, and we have 5 meals left. We've not been great this week, but we've been busy. As I said, we've been busy. We've also had, we had game night on Tuesday where we had people come over, and something else happened, and anyways, you'll know my life. So, okay. Ooh, y'all, this is so pretty. This is Let's Get Shamrocked from the St. Patrick's Day trio. And this is a beautiful topper. I don't even think you guys are going to be able to see all of the things inside it on the front camera. Hello, Jen. Okay, so this has, first of all, I love that it has orange. It's not just green. We are naked also tonight, so let's just ignore that. But it does mean we can test things on natural nails if we want to. So I love there's orange because a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff is straight green. We have some orange stars. We have gold and or silver hollow circles. There are green shamrocks. There are glitters in orange, gold, silver, and green. In different shapes. There's squares, there's hexes, all the things. Super, super sparkles, super hollow. Crystal says that's fun. It is. Let me grab my flashlight because it is in fact hollow. So we can show off the sparkles even more. Y'all, I feel like I'm out of breath and I don't know why. I do still have a teeny touch of my second cold of the season. So I'm still slightly congested. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Y'all look at all the rainbows. Oh, I can't wait to show this on the front camera or the back camera when we flip around because this front camera is just not doing it justice and it is so fun. Super excited to play with that one. Next up, we have also, y'all, I always reuse bubble wrap for work stuff. We ship a lot of stuff. And I will say these rubber bands that I've been getting, we also have been using the crap out of these too because we wrap up a lot of cables for controllers and such. So everything gets reused if I can reuse it here. And I love that. This is How Lucky Is This Green? And it looks like it's a reflective. So we are a green base. And I see rainbow flakies, maybe some iridescent flakies. And then I definitely think this is a reflective as well. So let's grab our flash. Yes, definitely reflective in here too. Very sparkly, very iconic St. Patrick's Day. Love this. Again, the rainbow flakies are going to come up so much better when we do our back camera. Super fun. Where is Miss Jen? I am surprised she's not in here yet. She commented in our broadcasting group that she was excited. So I'm surprised she hasn't popped in yet. Crystal says beautiful green. Yes, it really is. Sorry, I started reading Carolina's comment. I keep sending packing material. Yes, and I reuse it. So I love that everything's nice and protected. So when it gets here, it's great. But then I do reuse all of this in our own personal, or is it personal shipping? It's not my personal shipping, it's in my business shipping, but it's not for, anyways, it gets reused. It gets reused, and we appreciate it, and I'm all about recycling and reusing as much as we can. So, This one is Lucky You, Lucky Me, and it is a white curly base, and then it has the same shamrock green glitters, which you can see better now, that are in the topper. And then we also have orange, like foil shreds. I'm loving the foil shreds. I love that everyone's using those. Ooh, and green foil shreds, as well as some shifting, I think they're iridescent shifting glitters too. Lots of sparkles in here. Those clovers are definitely hollow, so I'm going to turn on the flash. I do think I see some other hollow. Ooh, I wonder if those are the iridescent hollow glitters. I know that's a thing now, and they're so good. Look how sparkly this is. Again, very iconic St. Patrick's Day. I can see getting all 3 of these and wearing them as your St. Patrick's Day mani. Like, they just go so, so well together. Next up, we have Born Lucky. So this is our Chinese New Year polish, which this year is the year of the horse. So we do even have a cute horse down here on the bottom. This is a super pretty gold and red glitter. We definitely are in a clear base. I see gold stars and red stars, and then you have other various sizes of squares and hex glitter, and it is definitely hollow. Look at that sparkle already just under my lighting. And then here it is with flash. Ooh, are we reflective as well? That looks like it's also a reflective. Yes, this is perfect timing. The weekend nail challenge collab that I host, it's a once a month collab that is co-hosted by me and Reza Sheik. Sorry, my brain stopped. It's a weekend only. You get 72 hours. You start with a theme. You know the theme coming up. And then we randomly, like, people just throw out ideas and we spin a wheel and you randomly have to include something with it. So this month's theme is, I think we went with equestrian. So we went with horse for Year of the Horse, but we didn't want to be so like on the nose of Chinese New Year, especially because there's a lot of Chinese New Year's collabs out there. We don't want to step on toes. So this will be like so perfect as a base. And then obviously I have to include horses, which that, because it is a horse polish. Anyways, then whatever I have to add to is fine. So I'm very excited to be able to use that this weekend for my mani. This is what 13 looks like. This is from the chapter 13 anniversary trio. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous purple, but then it has this beautiful like red gold shimmer to it, as well as packed with hollow. There's definitely hollow flakies in here. I'm going to grab the flash. So we can show off the hollow. Look at those beautiful, beautiful sparkles. And then I'm going to try and show the shift. So it does look, I was thinking it had some green to it. So it looks like it has green at extreme angles. And then it definitely has red and some like golden bronzy to it. Very, very pretty. Crystal says, love the purple. Me too. This is so shifty. Hopefully the back camera is going to show it up perfectly. And I think this is one that's going to be stunning in low lighting too. So I will try to remember to turn the lights down and show it that way as well. Next up, so the last two should be part of the chapter 13 anniversary trios, just, you know, based on what we've opened. Ooh, another purple, which, I mean, obviously we're into. This one is Built on Dreams. Ooh, also, y'all, I didn't show you, there's a cute, like, balloon 13 on the labels on the bottom of these. This one is a super pretty, my camera can't even with this one. It's like a plummy purple. Then it has a stunning purple blue glow. Look at that. How gorgeous is that glow? And then this one also has hollow flakies in it. So I'm going to grab the flash. Yes, look at all those rainbows. Crystal says, ooh, pretty. It really is. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous purple. And then one more. And it looks like another purple, which I do not blame. And I love a trio that goes together so well. Yes, we are a stunning purple. This is Gloss Boss. And it is I must say purple jelly base. That's what it looks like from the bottle. Of course, we'll have full descriptions when we flip around. And then it's got a gorgeous shimmer that looks like it's blue to aqua to green. Maybe a little purple in there. This looks so, so glowy. Like, can you see right here at the neck of the bottle? It's almost jammy purple because it's jelly based. I'm going to grab the flash. This doesn't have hollow in it, but I want to show off that shimmer. So we've got like a violet to an aqua to almost green in that shimmer. Y'all, this one is so glowy. Crystal says, okay, loving this trio. Me too. When we flip the camera around, I will show you all three. Well, I'll show you all three here, but I will make sure to show you all three together on the back camera too, so the colors come through better. But this is so pretty. The vibes are just amazing. Everything pairs so well together. So we'll definitely show that on the flip. As I said, everything that I'm showing comes out on February 16th. Again, I do believe Colors to Carol's release times are at 9 a.m. Eastern. Excuse me. The St. Patrick's Day trio are going to be $13 each, or $36 for the full trio. The Chapter 13 Anniversary trio is going to be $13.50 each, or $38 for the trio. And the Born Lucky Chinese New Year polish is going to be $13. That one, Hello Nails by Wiz, is one batch only. So she is only making one batch of that. Once it's gone, it's gone. I do believe I said it's $13. Lucky 13 for everything. Yay. Speaking of 13, Friday the 13th tomorrow. So everyone plan for that. I do know some brands are doing sales. I have specifically seen VV is doing a sale. But I know a lot of brands are, so keep your eye out for that. And Carolina says, yes, 9 a.m. Eastern. Perfect. I thought that's what it was. Now, I do have my code Chelsea. You can use for 10% off your purchases. It does not stack with other codes, and it is not an affiliate. I earn nothing for you using it. Hello, CLX Nails. It is just an option for those who watch my videos to get a little bit of a discount. So, again, that's code Chelsea. Everything's on Colors to Carol's website. It's all website launch things. And I think that's everything I have to tell you. Of course, all of that is written down on our Post-it, so I'll flip around in just a minute and y'all can see that. I'm going to grab a drink because I am already starting noticing myself getting a little bit hoarse between the talking and the cold, but we shall persist. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around and scoot you down. And we're going to zoom in a little bit because we know Instagram doesn't focus unless we zoom. Also going to turn on my filter before I forget. Hello, Susie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so here's everything I just went over, but it is written down for those who like to screenshot. I apologize for how messy this is. My marker started bleeding. I tried to clean it up, and we just made it worse, and this is where we're at. So again, you have your St. Patrick's Day trio, the Born Lucky polish, which is only one batch. Once they are gone, they are gone. And then our Chapter 13 Anniversary trio, everything comes out February 16th at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then you can use my code Chelsea for 10% off. Again, does not stack with any of the other sales or codes available. And it is not an affiliate code. I earn nothing. It is just there for you to use. There's Miss Jen. I was starting to wonder about you. We were going to send out an SOS. Jen says, I was so excited and I'm still late. That's okay. That's all right. We haven't swatched anything. You have perfect timing. We have just unboxed things and I chatted as I typically do. So let me show y'all some pretties. So our anniversary trio, how gorgeous are all three of those? Ooh, also really quick, can we note the new Colors to Carol logo? This is so fun and I love that she's upgraded her logo for her 13th anniversary. So I had to make a new background. Like we needed to have this. The old background is still here. It still exists. It may come out every now and then, but like I love this new logo. I think it's so fun and it's perfect. It fits Carolina to a T. I love the artistry of it. It's beautiful. So wanted to talk about that. All right. Here is not mine. Here is the gorgeous Chapter 13 Anniversary trio. I want you to see all three of those together. Nails by Wiz says these collections are so beautiful. They really are. I cannot wait to show these off and get them swatching with y'all. I try so hard to avoid groups and spoilers and all of that. Y'all, it just doesn't want to stay. So I've been avoiding getting in any of the Facebook groups, so I didn't see these early. I want to have my first impressions with y'all, but I am super, super excited to get to actually play with these now. CLX, so excited to see everything, especially the anniversary trio. Isn't it stunning? Also, because two of these have hollow in them, let me just grab that flash too. Like, look at the rainbows. And the movement and that, oh, they're so pretty. So, so pretty. Jen says, ooh, Wiz says my heart with purple hearts. Jen says, yes, love the new logo. Colors of Carol says, love it. Thank you for the background. Of course, we have to have the new logo on our new background. Here is, that doesn't go here, sorry. Here is our St. Patrick's Day trio all together. Again, vibes, everything plays so well together. Wiz says, yes, beautiful logo. I love the drip in. Me too. That just, I don't know what it is about it, but there's something so satisfactory glowy about the little drip there. Just like, it's just like this perfect and like, oh, I love it. I love it. It makes me happy. Jen says the shimmer on the metal line. Oh, yes, Jen, are we yeah. Isn't it so glowy? Oh, okay. Hello, 5-minute nail art. Welcome in. These are probably perfect for you then, because Crellies don't require any nail art. It's all there. And then this beautiful, beautiful topper you can throw on top of anything, including the matching green, and you are out the door. Y'all, I really do 100% think that you could just put on this trio for your St. Patrick's Day mani. Like, you don't need to do any art. You don't need to do anything to it. Like, pop these on, do a Skittle kind of vibes, and you are good to go. Wiz says, love the shamrocks. Me too. And then last but not least, again, we always show everything close up, but I just like showing you the collections together. And then of course, this is our Chinese New Year one, which we'll show in more depth when we read the description. But it's just great. And I really I just wanted to show you the trios and how they vibe. Honestly, everything tonight is just, this is going to be so good. Like, tell me this is not going to be the best live. Like, it's going to be so good. So good. All right. With that, we are going to get started on them because, again, I can talk all night. You guys know it. I do. I've been there, done that. So we're going to get into this. CLX says, I love that about Carol. She creates holidays in a bottle with her Crellies. Yes, she does. That is a great way to word it. They are holidays in a bottle. Like, you can just grab her stuff and you're ready to go. You don't have to add any nail art. If you don't have any time, like, you just grab that and you're set. Jen says, all the glitter. Yes, she makes such fun glitters. And Nails by Wiz says, Born Lucky is a glitter bomb. Can't get over it. I'm so excited to play with it. So excited. Already planning it for my mani this weekend, as we talked about earlier. All right, St. Patrick's Day trio first. It is going to be $13 each or $36 for the trio. Again, everything tonight launches February 16th. And the first one we're getting into is Let's Get Sham Rocked, which is our topper. This is a clear base with a mix of gold, orange, and green glitters in various shapes and sizes, including stars and clovers. And you can see those super cute stars. I love them. And then, of course, the clovers. Okay, there's one right here. I feel like we're not focusing again. Instagram always makes me zoom into focus, but I feel like I have to be super zoomed lately. All right, there is a super cute clover. Now, she jam-packs her Crellies and her glitter bombs with the large glitters, so you usually don't have to do any digging. If you do have any troubles, I just like to take a dotting tool and pull one off my brush or put a little bit on my silicone mat, or honestly, like, y'all, you can use a stamper head or a yogurt lid or anything you have near you. Just put a little bit on it and then, you know, pull some off with your dotting tool and place them where you want them if you want to be a little bit more strategic with your placements. So let's open it up, see what comes out of here on its own, and we are going to get into it. So again, this one is Let's Get Shamrocked. Ooh, and we are hollow, so let's put the flash on it as if you couldn't see all those beautiful rainbows. But here's the flash just to show them a bit more. Super, super fun. Jen says, this could not be any more Irish, right? Isn't it the perfect set? Hey, Zach, welcome, welcome. We are showing off some new things from Colors to Carol. First up here is Let's Get Shamrocked from her St. Patrick's Day trio. Everything launches February 16th. All right, first coat. Again, y'all, this is a topper, so we're not building opacity. We are just looking at those fun, super cute glitters in here. All right. I will say I didn't get a shamrock on the first one, but we did get a very large circle. Oh, I stuck my hand in there, y'all. A circle and a star. And okay, so there's another circle on the brush if I wanted to steal it. Oh, there's a lot of circles on the brush. So we'll definitely get a shamrock on the next one. I am going to steal one of these circles. As I said, I like to just take a dotting tool. I'm trying to do this through the camera and I shouldn't be. I never do it this way. But I'm just going to take my dotting tool and pull it off of here. And we're going to stick it on there. I got this empty spot now that I stuck my finger in. Boom. Yep, totally. Look, does that make it an official live already? Because I have polish on my pinky. I stuck my hand in it. Okay, so first coat, like I said, I didn't get a shamrock, but it could happen on the second. Oh, we did get 2 stars. I thought we only got 1, but we got 2 stars. We got our big circles. We have all the different shapes of sizes in the orange and the green and gold glitters in here. Jen says, oh, it's my weekend, so for me, this is a sip and swatch. Ooh, what you sipping on, Jen? I got water tonight. Frida, welcome, welcome. She says, darn, I forgot. It's okay. This is the first one we swatched. You have perfect timing, Frida. You are awesome. So this here is Let's Get Shamrocked from Colors to Carol's St. Patrick's Day Trio. It is a topper. I love her topper. I mean, y'all, I love her polishes. I'm going to say I love her toppers and her curlies and her reflectives. Like, we just love Colors to Carol's. It's fine. Again, we're not looking for opacity here because it is a topper. But this is going to be so good over every color. Throw this over a white, throw it over an orange, a green. If you're sticking to St. Patrick's Day here, any color really is gonna look good. All right, I'm gonna throw the flash on it again just to show that hollow a little bit more. Jen says making a vodka Red Bull with a touch of strawberry lemonade. So good. I will take your word for that. We've talked about it. I cannot have caffeine. I cannot have coffee. A Red Bull would probably send me through the roof. Y'all, I would be vibrating out of my chair. I already feel like I am bouncing off the walls today, and literally all I've had today is water. So, God, okay, y'all, I'm getting distracted by that circle in the middle. It's like a disco ball. Oh, okay. Super, super fun. We will do a second coat of this so we can see what it builds up in multiple coats, of course. It is obviously textured. There's a lot of glitter in here, so definitely make sure you grab a bottle of Colors to Carol's Leveler. I have one over here. The Leveler. It is a smoothing glitter top coat. As you can see, I definitely use it, y'all. It is a fantastic glitter smoothing top coat. So that was our first coat of Let's Get Shamrocked. Jen said, oh geez, caffeine doesn't touch me anymore. Oh y'all, I'm knocking stuff over. I told you I'm vibrating and I haven't done anything. Okay, How Lucky Is This Green is our next one. Also, can we talk about the cute clover? I love her labels. It's those extra little touches for indies. So cute. This one is a bright spring green with reflective glitter and holographic flakes. So I was right. There is reflective in here, and you can see those beautiful rainbow flakes in there, picking up all the colors. And then it is a reflective, so let's throw our flash on it. Sparkly, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we went and saw Land Before Time in theaters with my nieces on Sunday, and I keep going, yep, yep, yep. And Kevin had never seen it, so this morning he literally was like, no, I know what that's from. And I can't get myself to stop doing it. All right, let's get a coat of How Lucky Is This Green on here. Again, this one is a reflective, so you're also going to want a layer of glitter smoothing top coat on here. Like I said, Colors to Carol's Leveler is phenomenal. You can use whatever your favorite is, but hers is really, really nice. Here it is, one coat. That's a gorgeous green. It is spot on, iconic Irish St. Patrick's Day green. Frida says, ooh, pretty. Yes, look at those beautiful rainbow flakies in there. Opacity-wise, it's not bad in one coat. Like, I could vibe with that in one coat. If you needed to if you forgot it was St. Patrick's Day and you wanted to throw something on and get out the door, you could one coat this. Now, it's reflective, so it's going to dry textured. If you're not a textured fan, you're going to want to at least take a top coat on the bus or in the car with you to finish that out. But, it's definitely decent for one coat, especially on my shorties. Although y'all, look, I'm getting a little bit of free edge. I promise that is polish under my nails. They are not dirty. It's from wrapping my tips, and I popped peelies off last night, not thinking that I didn't have any swatches to do today. So I promise my nails are not dirty. They just have polish underneath them. All right, here it is with the flash to show off all of those reflective sparkles. You can see those flakies even more. It also has hollow flakies, so you're going to see some rainbow sparkles as well. Just says, oh, my free edge is showing too, actually. Yay, look at us growing together. Laura, how is your free edge doing? I'm right. I saw Laura come in here, right? Oh, no. Maybe I'm talking to someone. No, I saw Laura. She was the first one in here today. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. I always like to say I'm not crazy, but, like, we know I'm a little bit crazy. But, like, in this instance, Zach says, huzzah, free edge. Yes, thank you, Zach. I'm very excited. Also, this thumb I shipped the other day, so it's shorty. And this thumb is a lot longer than everything else. But I'm so happy. Again, nail polish. I swear, that is nail polish. I'm very happy. I got a little bit of edging. I'm super happy. I'm getting used to the shorties. I still do like them. I like having the freedom to do what I want and not worry about breaking a nail constantly. But we're getting some free edge, which makes me very happy. Jen says, yes. Okay. So that was our first coat of How Lucky Is This this green. And y'all, I swear, I feel like I am just going a mile a minute. And I don't know. We're going to blame the ADD. That's what we're doing. We are blaming the ADD. Laura says, my pinky is struggling, but the rest are long again. Thanks for asking. I feel you. This middle nail, it had some weird lifting. And I just, every time it starts to get out a little bit, it literally like, it doesn't even just, what's the word I want? Split. It doesn't just split. Like I will get like a giant gash out of it. I don't know what, but we're finally, look, we're finally starting to be even. It's not all weird crooked again. So I'm getting there too. I'm very excited. So your pinky will get there. It will catch up. Zach says same here. Most of my fingers have a free edge except my pinky. Apparently pinkies are they're just betrayals lately. It's just, pinkies are a no-go. Maybe we should all chop our pinky nails. I almost said pinkies off, but our pinky nails off in solidarity. All right. Our third polish for the St. Patrick's Day trio is Lucky You, Lucky Me. This one is a white crelly with shifting shimmery micro flakes, gold, orange, and red. And then emerald, gold, and orange shreds, lime micro glitter, and green hollow clovers. I love the shreds. We already talked about that. I love these green and orange shreds in here. And then, of course, our clovers, you can see those. They're super duper cute. And then it's got this beautiful micro flakes that just make it shimmer as well. This is super fun. This is St. Patrick's Day in a bottle. I know we said that about the topper, and that is true, but like this is a St. Patrick's Day mani. Like you don't have to put anything underneath it. You don't have to do anything. Throw on 2 coats of this and you are good to go. Let's do a coat on our swatch wheel. And because we are a white base crelly and I want to see the opacity with y'all, I'm gonna do it on my thumb as well because we have naked nails and we can do that. And yes, Laura, I'm gonna regret it tomorrow when I don't have a peely base underneath it and I have to pull it off and deal with the glitter. Although it really isn't that bad, y'all. I do enjoy, look at that, we got 3 clovers. I do enjoy my peely base, but I just throw a Q-tip or a cotton ball on there, let it soak for a few minutes and then pull it off. It's not that bad, but I do miss my peely when I do these lives on crellies and I forget about a peely. All right, we got 3 clovers on that first swipe. Look at that. I told y'all, Carolina don't play with her crellies and her glitters. You get all the fun stuff without any work. This is super fun. I love the shimmery micro flakes. They just add this like background. Of course, super polished there. You can't really see that it is a white crelly base. You can on my finger now because the opaque swatch wheel, but we are going to do it on my thumb as well so you can see the opacity buildup. Let me grab the flash and show off those hollow shamrocks first. Becky says, ooh, I like that one. Me too. Isn't it super fun? I love the fact that we got 3 clovers. And I'm not even mad that they're in a line. Like, it kind of looks like I purposely did that. We'll just pretend that I did purposely do that. All right. And even the hollow is still coming through. You can see it there on that middle clover. Even though it does have that white crelly base, it's not blocking the hollow. Love it. Let's also do this one on my natural nails so we can see that crelly build up. Hello, y'all. I am struggle busting to get this ball shot. There we go. I don't know why my brain partially closed it. Okay, there's a clover on that side of the brush, so we'll definitely be using that. But yeah, I kind of like half twisted it when I set it down earlier, so then it was closed and I couldn't open it and struggle bust. Ooh, okay, so we got a clover on that side. Usually I wouldn't use this much polish, but I do want to take the clover off of this side, so we are gonna do, I'm just gonna do, yeah, there we go, a little boop, and then we'll just spread it out a little bit. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna call that like a coat and a half because we did use the polish on the other side of the brush and I usually wouldn't, but I really wanted to get both shamrocks on there. So you can call it a coat and a half, you can call it a thick coat, whichever you prefer. It did camouflage my visible nail line a decent amount, so I think 2 coats will be fine on it. Hello, Karina. We are showing off some fun things from Colors to Carol. This one is Lucky You, Lucky Me from their St. Patrick's Day trio. Look, we did get those 2 shamrocks. How cute are those? Again, we're not judging here. We're not looking at my dry cuticles and, you know, wrinkled hands like that. This is a judge-free zone, y'all. Super cute. I can't even blame Clorox wipes today because I wasn't cleaning consoles. I was sorting magic cards today, but they're a little dry. They're a little dry. Super, super fun. So that again, I would say is a thick coat or 1.5 coats since we use both sides of the brush to get the glitters. But I'm not mad at the opacity of that. Hello, Catterflies. Is that your handle? That's really cute. Frida's, I like the touches of orange along with the green. Yes, I love that we're not just green and white St. Patrick's Day. We have all the Irish colors here, and then it has a little bit of gold to it too. So we get that like, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, leprechaun gold, all that fun jazz. So that was our first coat of Lucky You, Lucky Me. Catterfly says, yes, hello. Okay, good. I'm glad I said it right. Do we have a government name I should use? Cat. That totally made sense. I should have probably guessed that your name was Cat. Welcome in, Cat. All right, so that is all 3 polishes, first coats for our St. Patrick's Day trio. Now we're going to go into our super special Chinese New Year polish. This is Born Lucky. This is a 1 batch polish. So she is only making 1 batch. When they are gone, y'all. So make sure you snatch this up. It's going to be $13. Again, I will say it again, February 16th, everything releases 9 a.m. Eastern. Born Lucky is a clear base packed with gold and red glitters in various shapes and sizes, including holographic and reflective glitters. Jen says, oh, the label, isn't it stunning? I'm telling y'all, this is 100% going to be my polish for the Weekend Challenge collab this weekend. I cannot wait to have this as my base for that polish. So cute. You can see the stars in here. Can you? Yeah. I say you can see them, and then I'm like, can you see them? So we have a red star here, and then we have gold stars for sure. I love the stars. We have squares. Jen, we have squares. I'm so excited. And then, of course, we have hex. We have some micro glitters in here, and then it has hollow and reflective. So let's grab our flash and show that. Look at all the sparkles. So y'all know reflective and chunky glitter, you're going to want a coat of leveler or your favorite glitter smoothing top coat. It kind of goes without saying. You can use multiple layers of top coat to smooth it out. It's going to add thickness, obviously, where a glitter smoothing top coat is designed to really kind of melt into the cracks and crevice and nooks and crannies to smooth everything before you top coat it. But, if you don't have one or you don't want to grab one, that's fine. But Colors to Girls does sell the leveler. You can grab it while you're on there. You use that code Chelsea for 10% off. Again, doesn't stack with other codes. Is not an affiliate link. I earn nothing by y'all using it. It is just something nice that Carolina set up for us and those who watch my lives, or I guess follow my page, because I do always post that in my swatches as well. All right, let's get a coat of Born Lucky on here. Kevin just sneezed and I really wanted to yell bless you, but I didn't want to yell in y'all's ears. So hopefully he just knows that in my heart I am blessing him. All right, I felt like I had a good disbursement of glitter and then I started playing with it. All right, we have a star for sure over here. I'm trying not to stick my hand in it because we did that earlier. We definitely got a star. There's a ton of glitter on here, y'all. Like, that's not a bad buildup for 1 coat of glitter. Like, I feel like 2 coats of this is going to be stunning. If you really, really wanted to thicken it up, you could do, you could sponge it on so it soaks up that base. I think 2 coats is going to be pretty nice with this one. Look at all those sparkles and rainbows already. I love the star. I can't stop staring at the star over there. So fun. I definitely think this is perfect for Chinese New Year. Let's see it with the flash on it so you can see more of the hollow and the reflective glitters. I hope I have some sunshine to show this one off. We have had some decent days. We actually were 60 degrees today. I had the door open. The dogs were running in and out. They were so happy. So sparkly. Carolina says, or you can use it as a topper. Yes, this would be so pretty as a topper. For sure. Ooh, over black. Oh, how gorgeous would those gold and red glitters be over black? Jen sent some red squares. I think it's just because she loves the red sparkle in it, y'all. I'm really not sure, and I need to start having the robot on my phone read out our emojis while we're doing this. All right, so that was our first coat of Born Lucky. Y'all, I got glitter everywhere. I got glitter here. I got glitter here. We're covered in glitter. I love glitter. Love it. Okay. And then of course, next we're going into our chapter 13 anniversary trio. It is Colors to Carol's 13th anniversary. Technically, I believe it was last month, but she really wanted to give this collection. Oh, square glitters. That makes so much sense, Jen. That makes so much sense. But Carolina wanted to make sure that this collection got the love and time that it deserved. So that is why we are getting it this month. First up, we're going with Built on Dreams. I love the little 13 balloons. This is a purple with shifting microflakes, blue to purple, and holographic microflakes. And look at that gorgeous, gorgeous glow in there. It's just, it's stunning. I'm very, very excited to see this one out. Again, let's put our flash on here and show off the hollow. Kat says, happy anniversary. Yes, 13 years, y'all. That's a big deal. Jen says, this one is just, wow, it's stunning. Laura says, I love this one. Carolina says, thank you. Nails by Wiz says, the labels. Yes, I love that she puts that attention to detail. They're always super cute. And her labels are like, y'all, can you see how glossy they are? So if you like, spill something on your desk and it gets underneath it, or, I do a lot of thermal stuff with water on the table. I have gotten table and ruined my labels. I've gotten water on the table and ruined labels. Hers are so glossy and nice. They're just like, they're just another level. They don't like, I do have to readjust labels sometimes because I do label shots, y'all. I can pop hers off and put them on without damaging them. I love that. Carolina says these will go out with the new logo. Ooh, awesome. So I do have the gorgeous old logo. We still love her. Don't worry. But all of the new polishes y'all are going to order are going to come out. At least the stuff that's releasing, the new releases, obviously, you're going to get this new beautiful logo on your new polishes. I love that. Wiz says awesome quality. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so Built on Dreams. Let's get our first coat on our swatch wheel. Gorgeous, gorgeous purple. Yes, oh my gosh, I am obsessed already. We don't even have a full coat on here. I love this. That second coat is going to really up that gorgeous, gorgeous glow to it. It's like juicy and jammy. Look at those. I cannot believe that shimmer is microflakes. In the bottle, it's just a gorgeous, it looks like a shimmer. It looks like a glowing shimmer, but you can see it here, especially if I look at it unfocused. You can see it. They're like little pixels because they're microflakes. That's what's making that gorgeous, gorgeous blue purple glow to this. Hello, Terror Eyes. Welcome in. Isn't this stunning? Laura says, oh my God, the glow. Yes. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, we're going to want another coat, but like, whatever. That's great. I want 2 coats anyways. And it does give me slight jelly vibes. So like, yes. Jen says, holy mother flakies with head exploding emojis. Let's put the flash on this baby and show off those hollow flakes too. Yes. Ooh, and look at the glow. Those microflakes glow. Oh, Crystal says so pretty. This is stunning. Y'all, I need to redo my toes, and this might be what's going on them. Like, this glow. It's kind of like happy and perky to get us out of these winter blues, but it's not like, oh my God, it's summer already. So yeah, this might be my next toe color. Gorgeous. That was our first coat of Built on Dreams. Next in our chapter 13 anniversary trio, we have Gloss Boss, again with our super cute 13 balloon bottom. And Gloss Boss is a purple with blue green shifting aurora shimmer. Isn't that stunning? Yes, y'all, you're gonna want this whole trio. They just, everything vibe. You're just gonna want them all. Really, I want them all. Like, if these were not sent to me, again, thank you, Carolina, for sending this to me. If these were not sent to me, there is no way I could put these in my cart and then like cut it down. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, I don't need that one. I would need all of these. All of these are just stunning together. The trios vibe together so well. They just play off of each other. And then that gorgeous Chinese New Year polish, which again is a 1 batch. You can only get it. And then when it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, I would not be able to narrow my cart down with this. Like, look at this. Wiz says, that's what I said. You need them all. Yes, you do. Look at that beautiful shimmer, y'all. Carolina sent purple hearts. Yes. Again, we're going to want another coat. But like, it's jelly. It's fun. I mean, none of these are described as jellies, y'all. I am saying they're jelly just based on the like what I see of it. But I do fully expect them to build up on their second coats. Look at this stunning shimmer. I can't stop staring at that. Can you imagine what the next coat of that shimmer is going to be like? It's just going to glow. Like, that's all you're going to see is this shimmer. Ooh, and matte. Ooh. Oh, I'm already picturing matte. By the way, if you enjoy matte swatches or you personally like matte manis and you want to see what a polish looks like matte, I always do matte swatches as well as shiny. So definitely check out my swatches if you want to see things matte, because I personally love a good matte mani. Frida says, is that both the same? Had to go make a margarita. No, ma'am. So, oh, also, I love that Frida's doing a sip and swatch on a Thursday night too. So we have this one here is Built on Dreams. This is a purple with shifting microflakes that are blue and purple, and then hollow microflakes. So this has this gorgeous purple blue glow, and then hollow flakies. And then this one here is Gloss Boss, which is a purple with blue green shifting Aurora shimmer. So these are from the chapter 13 anniversary trio, which that trio is going to be $13.50 each, or $38 for the full trio. So that, see y'all, this is my life. I bump things and mess things up. So that was our first coat of Gloss Boss. Frida says, it's tax season. There will be a lot of sipping. Girl, I do not blame you. We used to do adult sippy cups at the shop on Saturdays because it was our busiest day. And sometimes those tournaments got a little out of hand. So, there was a coffee cup with a little bit extra in it, But we weren't handling heavy machinery or anything crazy. So, like, it's all good, y'all. We also, y'all wasn't at work getting drunk. There was just a little bit extra to, get through some of the craziness. I swear I'm not an alcoholic. I barely drink. But okay, our last polish in our chapter 13 collection is what 13 looks like. This one is a purple with red, gold, green shifting Aurora shimmer and holographic microflakes. Look at that, beautiful. I actually called those colors, didn't I? I said red, gold, and green in there. It's green at that very extreme angles. I did. I called those colors. Y'all, I'm getting better and better at this every time. All right, let's put the flash on it so we can show off the hollow as well. All the rainbows. Perfect. Okay, so again, this is what 13 looks like. Hello, Midlife Mani Crisis. Welcome, welcome. We are showing off some Colors to Carol polishes coming out February 16th. This one here that we're going into is what 13 looks like. This will be the first coat of it, and that'll wrap up first coats. We will go through and do second coats, of course. But here is our first coat of this is what 13 looks like. There we go. You can really see those hollow flakies in here, and then that beautiful shimmer. You definitely get the red and gold, and then that green's at the very extreme angles of it. Opacity wise, again, I'm pretty okay with this one in one coat, but like a second coat's just going to really add depth and dimension, especially to that beautiful shimmer. I don't know when, I mean, obviously we got green from this one up there, but I don't know when it actually happened. And I just keep seeing it and thinking like something's on my nail, but not polished. I don't know, y'all, my brain can't handle that one tonight. Beautiful. That shimmer is stunning. All right, let's show it with the flash so we can show off the hollows. All the hollow. Gorgeous. Again, look at that trio together, y'all. Look at all three of those beautiful, beautiful purples. If you are a purple lover, Carolina is coming for your wallets. All right, so that was our first coat of what 13 looks like. Now we're going to go through and do our second coats of things, starting off with our topper from the St. Patrick's Day trio. We have Let's Get Shamrocked. I will also do our label shots for our second coats here. So this one is our topper. It is a clear base with a mix of gold, orange, and green glitter in various shapes and sizes, including stars and clovers. Now we didn't get a clover our first time. I'm really hoping we do our second time. If not, we're going to get a clover. Don't worry, y'all. It's going to happen. I'm going to make sure there's a clover on there, but Again, Carolina's polishes typically don't have to fish. And actually, look, y'all. Look at that. What I say? We got a clover. We got a star up there. We got 2 more stars. Y'all, we got everything. I think we got 2 clovers. I think there's a clover there. I'm not sure. But we got a clover. Oh, there's a clover on the brush up here, too. We could steal. We got clovers. Look at that. I told y'all. Oh, and I stuck my hand on a swatch. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. We're a mess, and we do things. All right. All the glitter. Get off of there, circle. I want that circle glitter, but it was hiding my clover. All right. I know there's a circle right there, and I want to use it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so 2 coats of our super, super fun St. Patrick's Day topper. Wiz says, no, you don't have to fish. Carolina is generous. Yes, she is. Again, even if you don't get it out on the first brush pull, wipe your brush on the neck and go in a second time. You're going to get it. If not, all it takes is a second to grab a dotting tool and pull out what you want and place it where you want it. Excuse me, y'all. So this is 2 coats. Again, it's a topper. It's not meant to be opaque. You can wear it over any color you want. Obviously, we're very much St. Patrick's Day vibes here. I love these little orange stars. Look at the little star right there on the tip. Of course, you could also use glitter bombs to pull out the glitters you like and place those on other things. Like I could totally see using this cute little starfish in a beachy mani. Put this on a little sand base. Just pull out one little orange starfish and throw it on there. Same thing with your circles. You could totally use those to do a glitter placement mani. You can do more than just brushing on polish. I'm going to throw the flash on there so you can see the hollow on our circles and our shamrocks and some of those base glitters. I'm trying not to stick my hand in that purple again, so sorry if I'm not hitting the thing you want with the light just perfectly. Super, super fun. All right, let me get you a label shot. So that is 2 coats of Let's Get Shamrocked. Also, I love that name, y'all. Oop. If you're new here, I get very quiet while we do label shots. I don't know why. It's like turning down the radio when you're looking for your street to turn on to. We just do it here. I think it makes me not move my hands as much so then like you can get a good steady picture. I don't know. My brain just says shut up while you take pictures. I don't know. All right, next in our St. Patrick's Day collection, which again is $13 or $36 for the trio, is How Lucky Is This Green? This is our bright spring green with reflective glitter and holographic flakes. You can see those beautiful flakes in there. You've got holographic micro flakes in there, and then it does have rainbow flakes as well. Second coat, again, this is a reflective, so you're going to want a glitter smoothing top coat. Just pick up a bottle of the leveler while you're shopping. You are going to use it. In this day and age, everyone has some sort of glitter or flaky in everything. You also can use a glitter smoother over any polish. It just adds another shiny layer, so you get a really smooth glass-like glossy finish. I know that Jill of Glisten and Glow uses her glitter smoother, her glitter grabber over like every polish just to really get that plump and juicy look to her polish, or her manis, if you will. All right, here is our second coat of How Lucky Is This Green? With those beautiful rainbow flakes in there, every color shift. And then, of course, you can already see the hollow flakies in there. But if we grab our flash, it'll show them off even more, as well as our reflective glitters. I'm so excited for all the greens coming out for St. Patrick's Day. Y'all know I am a big, big, big green lover. And this is when everyone really pulls them out. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get you a label shot. That is 2 coats of How Lucky Is This Green? Ooh, small little note, y'all. With reflectives, as I've been going through my collection and unpacking, I have noticed a lot of my reflectives have dried out or gone chunky. And I didn't used to be the best about cleaning the necks of my bottles. I was like, oh, I didn't make a mess. It's fine. But now I do take a Q-tip every single time I get done with a polish, which I will go after we get done with this live and clean everything up too. But I do take a Q-tip and clean it really good. I feel like because of the grittiness, sometimes it just gets in the neck and prevents it from completely closing. But a ton of my reflectives, none of my Colors to Carol reflectives, so please keep that in mind. But a ton of reflectives from multiple brands. I probably have 6 or 7 different brands over on my desk waiting to, I'm trying to see if I can save a couple, but I think I'm just going to have to throw them away or decant them or do something with them. Maybe I'll make a polish mount and I'll just dump them all out or something. But it's a lot of reflectives from multiple brands, and I do blame myself for not getting the neck clean. So I just want to reiterate that to anyone who doesn't think about that. Maybe just make sure you're really, really cleaning off anything that could be on the neck of the bottle before you close them up, and close them up real nice and tight. So a little PSA from someone who, you know, didn't do that, and I now have probably 25 polishes over here that I have killed, and it breaks my heart, so I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, our third and final polish in the St. Patrick's Day trio is Lucky You, Lucky Me. This is our white Crelly with shifting shimmery micro flakes that shift gold, orange, and red. Then it has emerald, gold, and orange shreds, lime micro glitter, and green hollow clovers. Carolina says you can always add nail polish thinner. Yes, and I'm hoping I can save some because I do have like, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're rough. I have a few that feel like they still have a little movement to it, but then I have like, y'all, she dead. No shade to Fancy Gloss, I swear. It is definitely my fault. I know that the neck is not completely clean. I know it's on me because I didn't used to be the best at that. But then I have like this Envy that like I feel like some thinner could bring it back, but it really truly is, everything in my stack over here has some sort of reflective in it. Like it just, yeah, I think it's just the glitter, like the grit of it is just in the neck because I didn't clean it off right. And I think that caused it to not close properly. So I do fully 100% blame myself for that. But yes, I'm hoping I can save some, and a lot of them I think are just a lost cause, or it would take so much thinner. I'm also wondering if I can maybe add like polish base to them and bring them back. I'm not entirely sure if I can fix them. I'm hoping I can fix them, but we shall see. All right, we're going with our second coat here of Lucky You, Lucky Me. Again, this one is our white Crelly. So we're also doing this on my thumb so you can see it on a natural nail. No, I didn't get a shamrock on that brush. I didn't actually look. Oh, I do have one. There is one up here. So if we really wanted to add another, I just take my dotting tool. Let's see if I can do this not through the camera lens because she does me dirty. All right. So you can just always take a dotting tool or a small brush or whatever you have and just pull it off and then stick it right where you want it. Easy peasy. Carolina says you'll need glitter base. Yes, I'm thinking maybe I can grab some glitter base and see if I can save some because they really are pretty and I don't want them to die. But yeah, it's definitely me and it's a learning lesson for sure. Laura says, I remember when we first started getting reflectives, they were so thick, even brand new. Yes, and honestly, like that Fancy Gloss I showed y'all, that was when reflectives were like brand spanking new and she did a whole rainbow. Honestly, I have a KB shimmer over here that is the same. It was from when reflectives were just a new thing. So I know that I did not clean those necks good enough. Okay, here's our 2 coats of Lucky You, Lucky Me. I'll show it with flash and then I'll do the second coat on my thumb. Again, you're going to want a glitter smoothing top coat for this, which I do use Colors to Carol's leveler when I do any textured polish on my swatches. I also disclose that in my post. If you guys ever want to know what top coat I use, how many layers I did, if there's flash, any of that stuff, it is always in my swatch post. I put anything and everything in there. And if I don't, for some reason, if I miss something, please just comment or send me a message and I will always tell you. Just like I usually tell you what's on my nails, so you know. But tonight they're naked, so nada. I got nothing on them tonight. All right, let's do a second coat here on my thumb. Okay, I probably should use both hands to open the bottle. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. I'm also trying to make sure I get a clover and it's just not happening. I do often, which I usually say this, I do like to take Corellis and things with large glitters and set them upside down, usually in my lap while I'm painting on my base and such, so that the heavier glitters can kind of float down towards the brush. I didn't do that with this. I usually don't need to with Carolina's, and you can see, y'all, there are tons of clovers, so it's not for a lack of glitter in there. They just don't like my brush at this second. So okay, all right, I definitely have one. We definitely have it on the brush, so we can steal that and put it on there. I just want to have all the clovers out. All right, here is our second coat. Oh, we did get, no, that was already there, wasn't it? Good Lord, y'all, I swear, I'm a mess. All right, I am not going to use the other side of the brush because I want this to be a fair second coat. And now I'm going to grab, again, I want that clover. Where'd you go? I want you, please. Hello, ma'am. Pretty rock, can I have you? Okay. And then I'm just going to stick it, boop, right there. I kind of smushed it down into the base a little bit so it would be nice and in there. And then there is our 2 coats on my natural nail. I do think it's done a good job of hiding my nail line. I don't have a super strong visible nail line. I mean, being shorts, but in general, I don't feel like my nail line is that strong. So I'm happy with 2 coats. You could definitely do a third. You could do a white base if you wanted. You could use a blurring base coat. There's many things if you're not happy with seeing your natural nail line, or if you use like clear extensions or something. But for me and my shorties, I am happy with 2. I love the sparkle here. This is super fun. I am going to also show it on my thumb with flash just so you can see those hollow clovers kind of dance and sparkle. This is another one I think is going to be gorgeous matte. Super, super fun. Let me get y'all label shots. All right, here it is on our swatch wheel. You've got 2 coats of Lucky You, Lucky Me. And then if you want my natural nail, again, 2 coats, Lucky You, Lucky Me. You can see that texture, especially right there in the glare. So again, glitter smoothing top coat will be your best friend here. With the Corellis, you usually could just do 2 layers of top coat if you like. I do like glitter smoothing top coat, and I have it, so we will use that for sure. And that wraps up our St. Patrick's Day trio. Again, they are $13 each or $36 for the full trio. Everything launches February 16th. Let's go into our Chinese New Year polish. This is Born Lucky. Again, this is a 1 batch, y'all. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's a clear base packed with gold and red glitters in various shapes and sizes, including holographic and reflective glitters. This can be used on its own or as a topper. Hi, Waffles. Just came running down the hall, y'all. All right, here is our second coat. Gonna show it built up in 2. Again, you totally could use this as a topper. I think this would be stunning over black, even though I'm really not one who uses black. Ooh, or gray. Could you guys see like a charcoal gray under this? And then, of course, we have those super fun red and gold stars. There's a red star over here on the edge for sure. I know we had a gold star under earlier. I think it got buried under some of the new ones. But then you have all these fun sizes. We've got circles, we've got squares, we've got hexes, we've got large and small, and it's so sparkly. As far as opacity, I like it in 2. Again, I don't have a strong visible nail line, so I think any in between, it has a lot of micro glitter, so they kind of fill in the gaps. I'm not sure if you can really see that, but I think that would hide my, again, not super strong visible nail line, but you might want a blurring base. That would be my best advice. I think if you did 3 coats of this, it might be a little bit thick. I think it's going to be good in 2. My swatches will be done in 2. Again, anytime I do my swatch posts, I tell you how many coats I use of things. I try to stick things to 2 coats so you can see how they are in 2 coats, and then you decide if you would personally want to do a third or not. That's a completely an opinion-based decision, I think. I know like Jen loves 3 coats. I am lazy and impatient, y'all, so I try to stick to 2 coats on my own personal nails. Jen says, I love this in 2. Me too. And see, I told y'all, Jen likes 3 coats. She is a chronic 3-coater. There's nothing wrong with that. We love Jen, and whatever your preference is your preference. But if Jen's saying 2 coats on this one, then it's probably good in 2 coats. I do have the flash on it now, so you can see those reflective glitters and hollows really sparkle. Definitely going to dry textured with all the glitter and the reflective in there. So make sure you have your smoother top coat, and make sure you clean that neck real good, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed in myself at these beautiful polishes sitting next to me that I destroyed. So I'm really hoping I can get a hold of some glitter base and bring them back to life. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath. I know that it happened, but I'm hoping I can save a few. So that was our Born Lucky in 2 coats. I love this label. I think it's so fun. It's just so fitting for the year of the horse. Y'all, I can't get it to stay on there. It's slipping and sliding. All right, 2 coats, Born Lucky. Again, this is a one-off, y'all. Once it is sold out, it does not come back. $13 for Born Lucky. And then we're going to finish up with our Chapter 13 Anniversary Trio, Built on Dreams. This is our purple with shifting microflakes in blue and purple, and then holographic microflakes. I cannot wait to see the second coat of this. It's going to be so glowy. Here we go. Yes, look at the depth. It's like, y'all, it's like shimmery grape soda. And I mean that in the literal best way ever. Ooh, that glow. Yes. I love this one. I definitely happy opaque in 2 coats for sure. So pretty. See, like, oh, you can tell that they're flakies here. In the bottle, it just looks like a gorgeous shimmer, but you can see the flakes. Now, I will say the camera is zoomed in. In real life, if I look really hard, I see the detail of the flakes. Otherwise, my brain would just say, ooh, that's a pretty shimmer. I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I'm always happy, positive. I do what I can here, but I do want to be honest as well. So yes, because we are super zoom, we're close to the camera, it is showing you every little detail of those flakies. And if you look at it, you're like, yeah, okay, I can see those flakies. But it just really looks like a strong, intense glow. It is more apt to this in real life than it is to like look at all those details. But we are here to show off these beautiful details and all the amazing ingredients in these polishes. So just keep that in mind. You're not going to see the little dots. It doesn't look textured in real life. It's more right here. Beautiful, beautiful shimmery, flaky glow. And then of course we have those hollow sparkles that if we throw our flash on it, you're going to see the rainbows even more. There it is. Yes. Y'all, I'm obsessed. I love this polish. Love this polish. I definitely think this is going on my toes. Hello, Simply Kiwi. Welcome, welcome. We are showing off Colors to Carol's polishes to come. This is part of their Chapter 13 Anniversary Trio coming February 16th. This one here is 2 coats of Built on Dreams, which I will give y'all a label shot now. Here we go. 2 coats, Built on Dreams. Oop. Absolutely gorgeous, y'all. So pretty. And then the next polish in our anniversary trio is Gloss Boss. Again, this trio is $13.50 each, or $38 for all 3. Gloss Boss is a purple with blue green shifting Aurora shimmer. Again, I'm super excited to see the second coat of this. We know it's going to add so much depth. Yes, this is so pretty. Okay, I will say, again, personally, for me, I am lazy. I am impatient. 2 coats, beautiful. I do know that some people, like Jen, who likes a 3 coat, is going to want a 3rd coat of this. And I have no problems with that. I do think it's going to make that shimmer even more intense on a 3rd coat. I personally don't think it's necessary. I will be just doing 2 coats for my swatches. But I could see some people wanting a 3rd coat of this. It is a personal preference. Jen says, yep, 3 coats, LOL. Yeah, see, it's totally a personal thing. I very, very rarely need and or want a 3rd coat of a polish, but I definitely understand those who do, and why they do it. So for me, I'm happy with a 2 coat. Look at that beautiful shimmer, y'all. It just dances on there. And that's without top coat. Obviously, your top coat's going to add even more shimmer and shine, y'all. We don't top coat our swatch wheels here because I feel like it's a waste of product. It's a piece of plastic that goes in a bag, in a box that, you know, we pull out when we do these lives, and sometimes I pull them out to show you again, and then that's it. So for me, I don't like to use top coat on my swatches. That's not on here. On my personal swatches, when I post swatches of polishes, they always have top coat on them, y'all. I just don't use top coat on plastic. Hello, Miss Jess. We got purples, Jess. We got purples. Colors Dick Arrows Chapter 13 Anniversary Trio is all purple, and they are gorgeous. So, label shots. This is our 2nd coat of Gloss Boss. Look at that shimmer, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Where is Salopes? Salopes is who needs to see these, y'all. She is a purple heart for sure. I don't know why I said purple heart. I was thinking of the purple hearts we were sending earlier, y'all. I also wanted to say purple girly, but I don't know. But she loves purple. She needs to see these. All right. Last but certainly not least, we have what 13 looks like. Our purple with red, gold, green shifting Aurora shimmer and holographic flakies. This is another one that I think is just going to really up and have so much more dimension with our 2nd coat. You can see that beautiful shimmer, but when we get this next coat, I just know it's going to... Oh, I bumped y'all. I'm so sorry. We a mess here. It's fine. I know that shimmer is going to be even more intense, and yes, it is. There it is in 2 coats. Again, totally happy with the opaqueness of this in 2 coats, and that gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. You can see those hollow flakes dancing already. If we grab our flash, we'll really see those rainbow twinkles and sparkles. Gorgeous. Yes, look at all 3 of them together, y'all. You can't tell me that they don't go together. Like, they are sisters. They are stunning. Just hand Carolina your wallet now, because you're going to want everything from tonight. Or at least I do. And I feel like a lot of us are on the same page, y'all. Like, it's beautiful. All right, so this is 2 coats of what 13 looks like. See if I can not cover up words. There we go. Maybe. Oh, she's slipping and sliding. I don't know why I can't do this tonight. That one reminds me of UP, Bees Knees Lacquers I have from the UP Facebook group, only this one is prettier, to be honest. Oh, I said UP, like I was thinking of like Unicorn Bee. From the UP Facebook group. Okay, no, we were right. At first I read it UP and then I was like, wait, maybe that means up, or maybe BKL did both. She did up and UP, but if y'all don't know, or if you're new, UP used to be what they called a unicorn pea. It was a type of pigment that was in like specialty polishes. They do not make that pigment anymore. Now they have like siblings that like, it's pretty, it's shimmery, it's just not quite as there. In all honesty, y'all, I'm making a mess moving this around, so I hope you got your screenshot. I am going to zoom you out so you can screenshot the post-it from tonight with all of our information, as well as all the polishes I showed off. So nowadays they call it OG UP if it is the original pigment, which is more expensive and hard to come by because they do not make it anymore. Some brands still have stockpiles of it. And then the new stuff they call sister UP pigment. And I think they're just as pretty. I personally own a few OG UP things, but like even going through my stuff to destash this week, there are a few I have polishes from the UP Facebook group that I was like, you know what? Not even that good. There was one that I was like, ooh, but it's UP, I should keep it. And I was like, no, someone else will enjoy this more than I will because I just don't wear it. So it is good. If you've never heard of UP, aka Unicorn Pea, it is a special shimmery, glowy pigment. Jen says, I have a few OG UP. Yes, me too. And I mean, I did keep a couple just because of the polishes themselves I do enjoy, but I didn't let that be the reason I kept polishes. So y'all, my D-stash, I can't even. Carolina says, thank you. Thank you so much, Carolina, for sending these to me and letting me show these off to everyone. So again, this is the information for tonight, pricings for the trios and the Born Lucky. Again, that one is a one batch. So if you want it, make sure you snag it. You use my code Chelsea for 10% off. It does not stack with other codes. It is not an affiliate. I earn nothing. It is just there because y'all watch my videos and see my swatches, and Carolina likes us a little bit. Everything launches February 16th, 9 a.m. Eastern. Here is all your swatches in 2 coats. Anyone who wants to screenshot that. And then really quick, y'all, that stack there, that is my D-stash. That is literally, and those tubs are huge. They look like shoe boxes here, but they're probably the equivalent of, like, I would say you could probably fit 4 pairs of shoes in those. So like those are big. That one is a small shoe box. And actually that was supposed to go in the closet behind it. So that doesn't have polish in it yet. Those also have polishes in them because I ran out of tubs. So that is my D-stash currently, and I'm not done. So yes, we are getting there. I'm hoping very soon in the next, I'm going to say next week to be done with purging and starting to put up on the wall. I say next week just because I know that, like, things are getting busy again. Obviously, I have swatches to do. I will have more lives. There are quite a few lives getting ready to come up. So definitely check out or just follow, turn on notifications, whatever, for my stories here. If you want to join that broadcasting group where I do post the day of lives in there, so you know that I'm going to be doing a live in case you miss a story post. I do post in brands' Facebook groups as well. So if you want to go follow brands' Facebooks, or their fan pages, whatever. So I have a lot of lives coming up, but I do have a lot of things coming up too, because life is just never slow. I'm very excited. On Saturday, Lismo, Nails of Lismo, is going to be in town with her husband Nick for a concert. And it is also St. Louis's, like, birthday, like a big birthday this year. So they're doing a big event at the History Museum, and Loud is going to be there, Cassie and her partner. So we're all going to meet up at the museum before Lismo's concert, and I'm so excited for that on Saturday. And we just have a lot of things going on. My life is always busy. I'm sure y'all's lives is always busy. So I want to be like, ooh, hopefully the next couple of days, but I know that's not realistic. So hopefully the next week, you'll start to see more than these OPIs that are not staying. This is a D-stash. If anybody likes Xbox and wanted the OPI collection, I have the whole collection with a display plus a mini set that I am getting rid of. It was given to me by a customer, which was super, super sweet of them. I don't use them. I use my indies. They have just been sitting on display and pretty, but they take up space and collect dust. So these are going there just there to get rid of that glare that drives me nuts. So hoping in the next week you'll see more polishes up there. Let's see. Jen said I had the original Max Factor Fantasy Fire. That is like the one that most people want. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but it's not my thing. And I try to not let, like, things like, oh, it's UP, like, sway me, or specific brands and things like that. So y'all, I know everybody's going to ask me if there's, like, bee's knees and, like, all those FOMO things in my stuff. And there are a few, but I'm not going to be like, oh, this is $30 because it's bee's knees. Like, it's in the D-stash. You're going to go in mystery boxes. And I'm not going to be like, oh, you can have all my bee's knees, or yes, I'll only sell you these. Like, we're going mystery boxes, y'all. That's how we're doing it. Just as anyone out there has Black Diamond one, holla. There you go. So if anyone wants to sell Black Diamond one, Jess is looking for it. Laura says, ooh, proud of you making the hard decisions. Thank you, Laura. I am trying very hard because I know I have too much. And I also know that it will go to people who love them. So, like, that's the goal. I want them to go and be used because I just cannot possibly use them all. I have so much. Laura says, I want it, LOL. Or Jen says, I want it, LOL. Yes. Okay. So there's gorgeous polishes. Again, everything here goes to Colors Take Girl's website February 16th at 9 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you go snag them. Go celebrate 13 years of Colors Take Girl, y'all. That's a big deal. So again, happy anniversary. Congratulations to Carolina. A big thank you to Carolina for sending these to me. Thank you to everyone who hung out and chatted with me tonight. If you watch the replay, you can totally watch it here on Instagram or over on YouTube. If you do watch it over on YouTube, let's leave cake emojis. Leave me a cake emoji so we can celebrate Colors to Carol's 13th anniversary. I want to see your cake emojis. I assume most of us have the same cake emojis, but maybe Android is different, or maybe you want to leave a GIF. I don't know. But let's see a lot of cake and celebration for Colors to Carol. And with all that saying, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.